Alright, what's going on everybody? This is Sparkle Fresh, and today I'm going to be doing my very first golf club video. I'm just going to be playing a few holes real quick, just kind of talking about the game, how I feel about it, and let's get into it. So obviously the first thing that you notice, this game looks a lot more realistic than something like Power Star Golf. I really do love Power Star Golf. I think the physics of the game are really great. It does have a few downsides. One, it doesn't have enough courses. I mean, straight up, the game needs more courses. Put some more damn courses in. Like, why? Like, why not? I mean, if you're a golf fan, I mean, you're making the game because you like golf, so make some more courses. Like, they don't have to be all crazy and silly and have wacky things. Make some more standard courses. Do whatever you have to do, but get more content in there because people want to play more than just a few courses. And if you added online multiplayer in there as well, holy crap. I mean, being able to play live against somebody in any game adds a massive amount of longevity. So if you're only going to have 4 or 5 courses or however many are in the game, like, you need something else to keep people interested in. Anyways, I'll be mentioning Power Star Golf a couple times again, probably, but let's just get in the swing of things. So first thing you'll notice is I'll come up here and I have absolutely no indicator in front of me. No indicator whatsoever. I can't tell how far that sand trap is. I can't tell how far this tree is. I don't know where my ball is supposed to land. It says 265 yard carry. The hole is 153 yards, but what does that mean right now? It doesn't mean anything because I don't know. So I just have to guess, which kind of sucks. Maybe they're trying to go for a... I don't know why you would leave that out. I mean, any golfer anywhere knows or can easily know the distance from one spot to another. I mean, professional golfers, for crying out loud, they carry around booklets of information just every single hole. Oh, there's 3, twigs laying on the ground, 3.6 feet to the left side of the green. I mean, not like that, but you know what I'm getting at. So to not have basic information like that is kind of a bummer. And unlike the 3-click system, you swing with the analog stick. So you take the right analog stick and you just boop, boop, up and down, which also is something that can require a little bit more feel. Overall, we'll see how that works out for us. Just pull back, push it forward, hit a little bit of a fade. We'll see what happens with it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, not too bad. So let's see, 180 yards. All right, so this is another kind of gripe I have with this game is that, see this grid on the green right here? On Power Star Golf, the entire green is lit up. You can make it out absolutely perfectly, which... I mean, if you're hitting an approach shot into a green, you want to know the undulations of the green. You want to know which way it's sloping front to back. You want to know all of this information to help you assess how to set up for your next shot, especially in a game like the golf club, where there's literally going to be tens of thousands of user-created courses. You kind of need that information because you're not necessarily going to play these courses more than one time. So even if I come over the top here, I mean, I could barely make anything out, and it's still only in a very, very small grid. So you just kind of have to guess. I'm thinking. If you hit the left trigger, it'll pull up your stance. So you can either hit a fade or draw. You can add a little bit of loft, which will decrease some of the distance, which I'm going to do here because I don't know how to... It's very hard to hit it between 90 and 100%. So I just like to use that to kind of either add or subtract a little bit of distance. And I'm just going to hit it. Hey, that's not too bad. So the putting's a little weird in this game as well. It's not horrible. It actually feels pretty good, and it's not too bad to judge the distance. The only way that you can do it is by, you pull it back. There's no meter whatsoever. The max you can hit it is 123 feet. So this is 15 feet. Another thing, I'll show you on another hole. Right now it's not too bad, so I'm actually not going to talk about it. But give it a little judgment. Did I get it there? I didn't get it there. That's all something that comes with time with the analog stick. It's just feel. It's something that you're going to have to work out and get a little bit more used to. But it doesn't mean necessarily that it's going to be more difficult. I will say that the actual cups are a little less forgiving than Power Star Golf. I might insert a clip right now. Just to kind of give you an idea that things won't always work out in your favor. This is a beta or an early access, whatever you want to call it. So it's not 100% complete. They do continuously add stuff, but see, this is one of those problems. This is a par 5, 521 yards, and I mean, how far is it? How far is it to the water? I don't know. I mean, you have to guess. So I guess if I hit it right here, I'm gonna take one less club just to make sure. And then I cross my fingers. All right, it looks all right. So we're good, but it's a little more peace of mind if you have a better understanding of, you know, how far objects are away from you. I mean, that's, for me at least, for me personally, that's one of the things I love about golf is being able to try to understand everything completely. I really don't like not knowing or kind of playing blindly. You know, one of my favorite parts about even the games, it's not necessarily like shooting a low score. It's just trying to hit shots in the exact area that I want to, leaving myself the best chances for things. Sure, you know, I could blow off and have a round where I'm, you know, some 20-something under par, but a lot of the times I like the other aspects of the games, and I imagine a lot of people that, you know, play golf in real life would enjoy something similar. So hopefully this will make it over that water. I don't think it'll have a problem. Looks like the side hill lie affects the ball a little bit more than it would in Power Star Golf, which is something good. Something that Power Star Golf kind of, like a minor detail that they left out. I mean, you could be on a pretty heavy slope and the ball will just go dead straight. I was like, I almost want to try to miss this one a little bit, but I'm not going to. Maybe I will. There's something I want to show you when it comes to putting. It's kind of a major flaw. There we go. So when you're very far away, sometimes it's really difficult to see the cup. I mean, I could see the cup right now. It's not too bad, but it's difficult, and you could see the grid in front of me. It's dispersed. I mean, you can't even really see what's happening up there. And also, where my player's head is, I can actually see the number right now. It says 41 feet, but a lot of times you can't even see that number. So you have to move the cursor completely out of the way to see the actual feet of the putt and how much is either up or downhill. So when I come back to the hole right here, I have to do the overview. I have to go directly above it, and you can see over half of the putt, I have no understanding of, you know, what's going to happen to the ball. And I know when you're putting in real life, the area directly in front of you it's not going to affect your ball quite as much because it's going to have the most speed and it's going to be the end that really matters. And so I'm not sure if that was their intentions around this, but in these games, I mean, you still need to know, because if there's a severe slope in front of me, it's still going to affect it a lot. Even if it's uphill or downhill, I mean, I have no idea. But something like that, it's something that you need to know. I have no idea how hard I hit that. See, that putt actually broke off to the right at the start. But I mean, I had no way of telling. So one of the things that this game does incredibly well, or has done so far, is it's laid one of the best foundations for a golf game I have ever seen, ever. The create a course system is epic. I mean, the stuff that you can do is insane. I could see it being one of those things where people would buy this game just to build courses and not even play. It's super easy to use and it's super in-depth. You can literally recreate almost any golf course in the entire world just based on this course creator, and anybody can do it. I mean, a child can do it. It is so incredibly easy. This course is a computer-generated course, which means it gives you different options for terrains. You know, there's like a desert, there's the link style, there's like a rural. I mean, I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but it gives you some basic layouts, and then it allows you to pick kind of the undulations or the hills, the amount of foliage and water, and you can it'll just plop a course right down somewhere. And you can go through and tweak it if you want to, but you can also go through and completely make it yourself without any computer help. And it's unbelievable. The only issue I see with having that is that it's so easy that you're gonna have a ton of people making holes. Like already, I mean, there's so many courses that you couldn't even play them all. So they're gonna need to do something about that, because you can't just have, I mean, you could, but I don't think it would do the game much good, or people wouldn't really have much incentive to make all of these courses if nobody was ever playing them. So it would really be nice if they figured a way to kind of shrink it down a little bit so it gave people a more fair chance to get their courses out there, and it just didn't get lost in the wash. Because I mean, if there's tens of thousands of courses, how is anybody going to find your course? You know, how are you going to do that unless you just randomly happen to have a few friends play it? It shoots up to like one of the highest or top rated or whatever for the week, and then more people start to play it. I don't see that many other options. Oof. All right. Also, they have a tournament system and a tour system in this game. So users can actually create mini tours or like mini tournaments anywhere from 18 to 72 holes, which is really cool. But so far in the early access, there is no head-to-head player versus player gameplay, which is kind of worrisome, because I think that that's something that I personally love. You know, it makes you be on it. It makes you make really good decisions, and it's your one chance. It's just like golf, and that's so important to me in golf games, is that like whatever you're doing right then matters. Like these tournaments and tours that they have right now, you can actually just play it as many times as you want. So this tournament, you can just go through and play it over and over and over and over and over again. So it makes your round less valuable. You know, it doesn't mean too much. Oh yeah, I had a shitty hole, well, you know, whatever, I'll restart it and continue playing. But that's one thing that Hot Shots Golf did really well. It had a really fun player versus player and like tournament setup. There's a ranking system. Hot Shots Golf obviously had a lot more time. I mean, they've been making those games for, seems like a decade. I don't know the actual length. But these games that are coming out these days, they're missing it, and they need it. They need it a lot. What else can I say about this game so far? So far, I've noticed that there's no actual players, there's no actual courses, unless a user recreated one of those courses, which is completely doable. I mean, I'm sure somebody's already created Augusta or some of the other popular courses, and that's really awesome that you can have your users create your content. But like I said before, stuff can get easily lost in just the vast sea of courses. So hopefully they're able to kind of do something about that, because otherwise it would just kind of be a little bit overwhelming. So there's no players, there's no courses, there are no attributes for your player. So everybody hits the ball the same exact yardage. You can't do anything about that. And there's no clubs. Can I make a putt? There we go. So there's no actual brands. There's no tailor-made pings, Titleist. There's just nothing. There's no golf balls. And I know a lot of people that play golf are going to miss those things or want it. Something that they can associate with. You know, even people that aren't really good at golf, they know brands and they understand brand names. So that might be something that, once again, one of these holes. I have no idea what to hit. This is such a guess. Pick something shorter than I thought it was. There we go. But yeah, so people might be a little bit bummed out that there's nothing to associate with, but it seems like that this game probably has a very small team working on it, and honestly, for what they've created so far, it's pretty amazing. I'm really impressed. This game has a ton of potential. I can't wait till it comes out on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox 360. It is sweet. It's super, something to look forward to, and I'm super excited about it, and I think all of the other golf fans out there will be stoked once they get this game in their hands. We'll just see what happens with the final release, because you never know. Anything can happen. Not bad. Probably can't hear the game volume right now, but there's honestly not too much in the background, just noises from nature. No, broke a little bit more than I thought. But I don't think I have too much else to say right now, or at least, I mean, I have a lot of things that I could say, but I understand that this is an early release game. I haven't been playing it a lot. I've created a good amount of courses, and so far all I can say is there's a wonderful foundation for a amazing golf game. What happens from here, we'll see. I hope they implement some sort of live multiplayer. I don't know about you guys, but I've been missing that in golf games, especially on consoles, and seeing as this is coming to the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 relatively soon, like, I'm just praying that they implement that in somehow, because to me that will add a ton of longevity. And other than that, I'm just going to kind of leave it alone. You know, I'll give a better assessment after the actual game comes out. And in the meantime, maybe I'll upload some videos on the actual, you know, creating a course, how to do something like that, and do a couple other plays of random courses. If you guys have been playing this game, if you've created any courses you want me to play it, leave a comment in the section below. I'll check them out. And I hope you guys have a good week. Thanks for watching. See ya.